Hi, welcome. This is I Say My Mind podcast brought to you by Nana Joda. And this is season 2, and we have a guest. So, I won't be introducing our guest as usual. I will be handing over the mic to him to introduce himself. So, dear guest, can you please tell us who you are?
Thank you for having me. I'm by name Chuse Beatrice Bello, a graduate of Medical Laboratory Science, an advocate for the Sustainable Development Goals, a global health enthusiast, and a serial volunteer. Thank you for having me.
The pleasure is ours. You are highly welcome. Um, Seeing that you are a medical laboratory science student and also an SDG advocate, plus being a serial volunteer, how do you tend to balance this? Like, it's kind of a whole lot. How do you know, get a balance with this?
Okay, thank you for that question. Yeah, in life we all need balance. In anything we do, we all need balance because once you are not having that balance, what you are doing will definitely not yield the result you expected or you wanted to see. So, how I balance being a medical laboratory science student and also a global health uh, enthusiast and advocate for the sustainable development goals and a serial volunteer is using my formula, which is PPT. The first formula, which is due to my passion, that is my passion for what I do, lets me to set priorities. Yeah, setting priorities to what matters at the moment. And also this third T is time management. I learned to manage my time effectively uh, at tasks and
Okay, that's beautiful. So, please share with us, how does this tend to affect your mental health, seeing that you are into so many fields? Is there a key thing that's like struck with your mental health and kind of disturbs you a lot?
Okay, yeah, I would like to share this with you. So, my course of study demands that before you are certified a graduate, you should sit for a national council exams. So, before you even sit for these national council exams, your school should be accredited with the council. And unfortunately, my school didn't get that accreditation until after our graduation. So, we are asked to wait behind to go home and wait. That is after our final exams, we have to wait because we have other backlog. We have other sets that have graduated before us, so they should sit for the exams before us. So this is actually hard for a recent graduate student to just go back home without certificate. What are you going to tell your parents? So we now went back home. At home, we are just seated, waiting to be called upon. 1 month gone, 2 months gone, 3 months gone, up to a year plus. So I felt completely stuck because I had just graduated and I just felt unsure about the next step I would take because I'm not certified yet. I don't have any proof to show that, yeah, I attended an institution because I have to sit for that national exams. So I was overwhelmed and I was constantly overthinking, and it started affecting my mental health because my mood was uh, it affected my mood for sure. So this experience really drained me completely because I was just at home for a year plus, no certificate, nothing to do. I was just overthinking, and it really affected my mental health. It affected my productivity. I don't normally do the things I used to do. I was just thinking over and over again, thinking, when will I sit for these exams? When will I get my certificate? So it really affected me and it affected my mental health.
Wow, that must be a whole lot. I totally get it. I understand with you. So, what do you do to sort yourself out? Like, what do you engage in to sort yourself out?
Okay, so during those trial moments, I will call it. So I bumped upon this book. So the author quoted, he said, the only limits on your life are those that you set yourself. So I now thought to myself, does it mean that the limitation I'm seeing now is not actually limitation, but is an opportunity for me to grow? But it's because I'm seeing it as a limitation because I set it myself. Because that is a thought I allowed to get to me. So from that moment, whenever I get those negative thoughts, I say to myself that no, this is just for now. It will end. This is just for now. I said to myself that setbacks are reminders because the setbacks are reminders to pause, breathe, and also reassess. So I usually go back to my books, read books, and also motivate myself, process my feelings, and also remind myself again that this is not a setback, this is not a limitation, this is an opportunity for me to grow. So I go on with my volunteering, I apply for fellowships, there are a couple of fellowships I was part of that after those moments. So since then, I begin to see that setback and that limitation as an opportunity for me to like leverage on and grow.
Okay. That is beautiful. That's beautiful, honestly. So the next question, um, what would be your advice to your younger self if you were to give advice to your younger self?
Okay, thank you for that question. Yeah, and to my younger self, the advice I'll give to my younger self is to start small and stay consistent. Because initially I used to think growth had to be something big and fast. So without knowing that growth is a process. So I'll say to my younger self, start small and stay consistent and don't be afraid to fail. Because once you start getting afraid, once you start doubting your every actions, every little actions you put in daily, that will be the beginning of failure on your journey to success and on your journey to growth. So I'll say to myself, start small, stay consistent. And also, whether you are volunteering, whether you are learning a new skill, every little progress counts. So where I am today is as a result of every little actions I've been able to put in place that brought me to where I am today. Although I'm not yet where I want to be, but growth is a process. I believe that growth is a process, and someday we'll all be at where we dreamt of. So, secondly, I'll say to myself, stop overthinking. You shouldn't be anxious about the future. The future belongs to those who act. So you should stop overthinking and start acting today. And also, I'll say to my younger self, take care of your mental health because your mental health determines what gets into your mind and also determine what you bring forth because the mind is like the engine room. So you should guard your mind with all diligence and also build supportive relationships. So this is what I'll say to my younger self because the people you keep around you are the ones who be supportive in times of giving you advices and also supporting you with the right information, with the right guidance you need in the, while you journey through life. So these are the advice I will give to my younger self.
Absolutely beautiful. Be kind to your mental health. Do not overthink and always start small. This is a very big advice. Thank you so much for being here. Can you just say goodbye to our listeners?
Thank you for having me on this podcast. It is truly an honor.
Thank you so much once again, Chuse Beatrice Bello, for honoring our invite and being here on I Say My Mind podcast. And yes, that was an insightful interview with Chuse, and I hope we all learned something from it. From me, Nana Joda, is bye.